Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life. We're so happy you can join us on this wonderful Friday. And it's not only just a Friday, it is also the time for the Christmas City of the North Parade tonight on Northern News Now. So get out on the street or stay at home with some hot cocoa. It's all happening at 6:30.
Oh, can we play the song? I don't know if we have the rights on this broadcast.
We can probably, we'll put it in post. We'll put it in post.
There we go.
Sure Seth has it.
That's perfect.
Such a festive day. I'm so excited for the Christmas City in the North Parade. Awesome tradition. 65 years this year.
Long
Incredible.
time.
Wow.
A lot older than us.
Yes.
A lot older than us.
It's a lot warmer this year than it was last year, so don't have to bundle up as much this year.
Thank you, meteorologist.
Anytime.
You got the 7-day back there?
I should. Seth, can we put that in post too? Seth says no.
That's being put to work today.
Good luck, Seth.
Well, hey, also coming up today, we have more of our top 5 list to share. Today, we're sharing our top 5 holiday movies from any holiday. We didn't want to limit ourselves to just Christmas or Thanksgiving. It could be Valentine's Day or Arbor Day for all we care.
Sure.
Yeah,
New Year's Eve. I don't know. Groundhog Day.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, plus we got that dog in our picks today for another weekend of games in the NFL. Harry and CJ are hoping to keep up with Hunter when it comes to the top of the leaderboard. And it looks like Hunter's still having another problem with his microphone.
It almost fell. I just had to pull it up a little bit just in case it fell.
Oh my goodness.
I smell a falling coming very soon.
We had an issue yesterday, have an issue today.
I appreciate the preemptive action today.
Thank you. I could sense it was going to happen, so I had to fix it real quick. So there we go.
We'll get it figured out someday. And as I was putting the show together today, it just so happened that a lot of the trending stories that I came across the country had to do with food. Yes. So it's going to be kind of a food-filled Friday, if that's cool with everybody out there.
Very
Seth,
cool
is that cool with you? That's cool with Seth. Okay, so I think we're going to lean into that for today's show, and we have to start with a few would you try it items.
Let's
so our
go.
first one actually comes from Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams, who posted this picture on his Instagram story, shocking a lot of people with his McDonald's method. Williams showed a cheeseburger with a dollop of his McFlurry ice cream on the top of the burger patties.
Immediately no.
Immediately no.
Thanks.
No.
Wow.
Give it a chance.
No, it's going to get all soggy. I don't even like ketchup, let alone ice cream on my burger.
Oh, you take no ketchup on the burgers?
Nope, no ketchup.
Just have a dry burger?
Yes, that's the way I like it. So ice cream would ruin that for me.
I feel like it would help it out almost in a way.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd try that in a heartbeat. The sweet salty thing, I think that'd be really good.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot. There are some NFL fans out there who are weighing in on social media about that combo, and some were jokingly calling for his suspension. And then there were a few who were actually jokingly calling for he should be jailed for doing that.
Yeah.
It might be a little serious,
Yes,
but
yes.
I might give it a try. I think it might, obviously 2 very good things.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger's good. McFlurry's obviously very good.
Yeah.
Maybe worth a shot.
After work today?
There you go. Oh, that could be something could be fun for the viewers to see. Someone had to figure out the fries in ice cream were good, because that is good.
It is.
So, hey, don't knock it till you try it, I guess.
I like it.
Burger can't be that bad.
Nope.
Hey, our next and final Would You Try It item for the day today comes from a New Hampshire distillery who has made a smoked trout flavored brandy. They are releasing it today for $65 a bottle, and $1 from each bottle goes to support a trout conservation nonprofit group. So there's a good cause. But at the same time,
why? At the same time, why? Why that flavor?
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe some people love fish and some people love to have a good party. So why not combine the two?
Whatever happened to grape or berry or something like that? We got to go smoke fish. That's where I draw the line. Liquid flavored food. That's not my thing.
It might go good with like a fish dinner. So
That's
if you're
true.
having trout for dinner, and then say, well, I'd love a brandy old-fashioned smoked trout flavored.
Too much fish.
That is
Too
a lot
much
of fish. A lot of fish.
Oh, man. Well, hey, this one goes out to Hunter coming up. We know he loves McDonald's and Crocs, so what could be better than those two teaming up for a sandal collaboration? Okay. There are 4 options to choose from, Hunter, including a purple Grimace-inspired set. We've got a yellowing pink birdie clog and sock combo even, a black and white Hamburglar clog, and a classic red and yellow clog that you see there. You can buy those on the Crocs official website. I'm sure Hunter's order is already on the way.
It's going to be here in just a second. I love that. I'd get the Grimace one. The Grimace is the coolest character, right? I mean, all purple and big.
Hamburger's pretty cool too, though.
That's
but I was
true.
just looking at that photo. I say, shout out to the folks who are actually buying those and putting those on in public. Yes. I would not have the confidence to do that. So, like, the fact that you're cool and rolling with that, like, shout out to you because I could not pull those off.
Amen.
How much would it take for you to like wear those on the lake walk?
I mean, I could do it maybe once or twice, but then I feel a little self-conscious about myself. I don't know if I have that much confidence. So
What if I buy our McFlurry burger? Then will you?
So you're buying the $6 of the burger and the McFlurry, and have to buy a $70 crock.
Of course, you have to buy the crock. But,
Gotcha.
Sounds even to me.
I hope they're the same shoe size, so that way we could share it. Maybe
14s?
Not 14s.
Okay,
No.
all right, dang.
My goodness, 14.
I got some water skis,
Wow,
baby.
you got some absolute skis.
I do.
That's impressive. All right.
Learning a lot about each other today. Well, hey, the next time you're at a drive-thru and you're thinking about paying for the person behind you, there's a radio DJ in New York who thinks we should do away with that idea. Okay, Andrew Boris in Poughkeepsie, I think I said that right, in New York, he blogged about this saying he may sound like a Grinch, but he calls the Pay It Forward campaign useless and destructive.
Whoa!
Harsh, yeah, a little harsh. He believes instead of doing something good, you've only complicated the convenience of a drive-thru and put the person behind you in a pretty awkward situation. That I agree.
Yeah,
and when
yeah.
does it end? You know, you don't want to be the one to end it because that's
Yeah.
painfully awkward to be like,
Exactly.
I don't want to pay for the person behind me, but thanks. Or what if your meal, it was way less expensive than the one you were ending up paying for?
Yeah, I just got a McChicken. This person has a whole family behind me. You know, they're getting $40 of food.
That's what he said on the article too. He says somebody's gonna be left with a whole a minivan full of soccer kids. You know, they have to pay $70.
Lord.
Yeah,
Exactly. But there was that story, remember the Dairy Queen, I think it was somewhere in Minnesota, where it went on for like a couple days at least. It was in Minnesota, I believe, and it was like a couple of years ago. It was people are kind, I guess. That was a good streak right there.
Nice gesture, but a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure
Yeah,
with
for
that
sure.
gesture.
Well, hey, coming up, what are your favorite go-to holiday movies? I'm sure everybody has their list. We're going to be sharing our lists coming up after the break.
Welcome back, everyone, here on Northern Life. With Halloween, it's now behind us. Thanksgiving is coming up
Look in the rear view
next
mirror.
week, and then Christmas is just a little more than a month away that way. And so we thought today's top 5 should involve our all-time favorite holiday movies, and we love Christmas movies, obviously, but we wanted to open it up to any holiday on that calendar. So Hunter, let's start with your top 5.
Yeah, it's not only my favorite holiday movie, my favorite movie of all time.
Oh.
It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy
Wow.
Stewart, a bunch of other people that I don't know, they're all probably dead now, but it's like 1945.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was
But
a long
my
time.
gosh, it's a great movie, great story. I love that movie. I cry every time. I'm not a crier with things, but that movie, I'll cry every time.
I don't know if I have seen you ever cry.
Oh, really?
I don't think I've ever seen you cry.
Well, just, I don't know, punch me right now or something. Maybe not.
Okay. Hunter, we're not promoting violence
No,
here.
we don't do that.
My goodness. All
Maybe
right.
someday you'll see me cry, but
Maybe someday.
I
a little
hope, actually, I hope
foreshadowing.
not to. I hope not to.
it wouldn't be a good thing.
I hope it's because something really great happened.
There we go.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. That'd be
Tears of
sweet.
joy.
Yeah, that's great.
Why don't you finish the rest of your list there?
Number 2 here, I think is also on somebody else's list, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time as well. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. You put both Steve, what's his name? Martin and John Candy, one of my favorites of all time. So good. So Christmas Story, number 3, fantastic, classic Christmas movie. Number 4, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special, or really any of those claymation specials.
Yeah.
I love those old things back in the day. And then Christmas Vacation, that's a classic. Chevy Chase, you got the whole vacation family doing the whole Christmas thing with Uncle Eddie. Very, very good.
I'm a big Summer Vacation fan.
Yeah,
Movie? Yeah.
Yeah, the original, the OG.
That's a good movie.
John Candy's also in that movie, I believe. Yeah, so
Park's closed.
sorry, folks, Sparks closed. That's good. Is it Break's turn? Yeah.
I think
It is
it
Bridget's
is. I think
turn.
it is. I'm kicking mine off with one of my favorite movies, too, of all time. I would say The Grinch. Doesn't
Now-
get better than that. With Jim Carrey.
With Jim Carrey.
Jim
Okay.
Carrey, not the
okay.
cartoon one.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen the cartoon one. But I love the... I haven't seen like any of the movies on Hunter's list either, so I was like, yeah, great list, Hunter. No idea what's on it. The Grinch, though, number 1. Very, so many quotable moments from that movie. Love it. I've got Home Alone, if you count that as a holiday movie.
Yeah,
The
it's a Christmas movie.
The third one,
There's
maybe.
snow.
Or the first one or the third one? Are there 3?
Is that New York?
I think.
What is
At one point he does go to New York, and
sure.
then they go to like Paris in one, right? But I like the one where he stays at home and the guys try to break into his house.
That's the first one.
I think that's the first one.
Oh, it is? Oh, I
that's the
must
very
have
first
watched him
one.
out of
I
order
believe
then.
so. Yeah.
I don't
A lot
know.
of Macaulay Culkin going on. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. Polar Express, also very good.
That was a good pick. That was a good
Okay.
pick. I
Thank you.
love that movie. Tom Hanks and the rest of those folks.
Yeah, the train. That's great.
I couldn't name you a single person in that movie. I don't know any actors' names, but it's a good flick. And then this one's a little controversial, but I'm going to go Merry Kiss Cam.
Whoa!
Shout out
Kiss Cam,
Twin
yeah.
Ports.
That's
The movie
local.
filmed right here in Duluth. I thought it was so fun to watch. Fun story, but even more fun being from Duluth and seeing the spots that they filmed in. So I thought that was cute.
And one of the spots was here, wasn't it? With Dave Anderson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
downstairs.
did.
Yeah.
And our Tom Hansen too
Yeah.
in the movie. So,
Yeah.
so cool. I'll have to watch that one again this holiday.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends actually was an extra in the hockey playing scenes.
No way.
Yeah, or like not an extra, but he was actually a player.
Oh,
on
that's
the
really
ice. So that was
cool.
cool. He was saw himself in a few shots, and it was pretty cool.
That's
Sweet.
super
Yeah,
cool.
fun to see local people. And then I'm going to wrap up with Elf. Another classic.
Always a good one.
I know. I almost forgot about it. Too.
That's a great
Going back
choice.
to Merry Kiss Cam too, I think there's a movie called Christmas Break-In that was filmed at, I believe, at Marshall.
Cool.
That's I think it's on Amazon Prime. Christmas Break-In with
Okay.
Danny Glover.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At Marshall School?
At Marshall, I believe.
That's really
And then
cool.
there's one that was just filmed here that's coming out in December on
Okay.
Hallmark, I believe. Can't remember the title.
We'll have to look that up.
Mini Hollywood, basically, we got going on here in
I
Duluth.
know.
Things
Let's
are looking
go.
up here in Duluth.
Yeah, let's go.
What do you got on your list? Brian?
My number 1 is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It is the perfect Thanksgiving movie. I mean, there are so many quotable moments from there. Some I could say on air, and some I definitely won't say on air. But
Come on.
love John Candy. I mean, my father is a huge John Candy fan, and just so many beautiful moments from that movie. Number 2, have you guys ever watched Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas?
I've never heard of it.
No.
It was back on VHS. It was split up into 3 different things. Where what's the duck's name?
Daffy
Nick
Duck?
Scrooge?
What's his name?
Daffy.
Donald Duck.
Daffy
Donald
Duck is
Donald.
Looney Tunes.
Oh, gosh.
Right, I think?
Yeah, Donald Duck.
Donald
Okay.
Duck. So like those first
duck's
parts with
name?
Donald and the kids, second part with like Mickey Mouse, and then or third part with Mickey Mouse, and the second part with Maxie and his
Goofy.
dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Goofy. I love
Goofy.
Goofy. What's
So-
Goofy's son's name?
Maxie.
Oh, Max.
Do it.
Maxie.
That was so good.
That's pretty good.
Maxie.
On demand. Thanks for. Oh,
No
that's so
problem.
cute.
No problem. I love those. So if you ever get a chance to watch Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, for sure a great watch. Let's get to 3. 3 was also Elf. I mean, you gotta love Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is fantastic. Love him in most movies that he's in. Number 4, Santa Claus is coming to town. Like Hunter said about the claymation. All those claymation movies are so great. It's like I believe that's the one specifically. I picked that one because it's you put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
You don't know that song?
No.
Oh, Briggs!
I'm uncultured.
It's gonna be on the list to watch this year.
Is that Burgermeister Burger
It is
too?
the Burger
I love that.
too.
That's so
and then
good.
quickly, the last one, July 4th, National Treasure. I mean, National Treasure, great movie. I don't know if you call it a July 4th movie, but must watch.
It's patriotic.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
Hey, coming up, we're making football picks. We'll be right back.
Well, we are entering week 11, over halfway done with this season so far of the NFL, and I'm officially alone at the top, finally, beating the Dogs, beating these two, and let's take a look at our standings right now. 12-6, that's not too shabby
that's
right
pretty
now.
good.
Yeah. So Harry, 11-7, and Briggs 10-8. Ryan, my gosh,
I'm back
fifth
to
year at 500.
500. Oh my goodness, it seems like 5 years. We've only been doing this show for like 2 months. Oh my goodness, but happy to be back at 500. I will definitely take that.
You can take.
We all have winning records at least. That's
Yeah. Can he take the league? Like, is there a way that he could win if we all just like were terrible?
Mathematically, don't ask me to do math quickly
True.
on air, but
We learned that. We learned don't ask Briggs
I have
to do
no
math.
idea.
I think if we all lost, he could probably still win. I think.
I think so.
right?
I think I probably could. There's enough. I think there's 7 more weeks.
Yeah.
Vikings on a bye for one of them, I believe, still. So
Oh, you're right.
We'll have to wait and see. And we're
Makes
going to
things
figure.
very interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out a punishment too for who loses. The
loser?
I mean, currently me, but I'll leave you two to figuring out
Okay.
who it needs to be.
Prize for the winner?
Prize for the one? It's a burger with a McFlurry.
I'm in.
Okay.
Let's
For the dogs, too.
For the dogs. The burger
Sure
for the
they'd love
dogs.
that.
Well, let's talk about our picks for this week. I believe the Vikings are taking on the Denver Broncos come Sunday night, and then the Green Bay Packers are taking on the Chargers. So I went Broncos-Chargers. Didn't pick any of the hometown teams.
Wow.
Briggs went Vikings-Packers, and Hunter with the Vikings-Chargers picks.
All different picks. So somebody's
know.
going to lose here.
We're going to shuffle it up a little bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had to go Vikings. They're just on such a roll. I think they've won 5 in a row or something.
Yep. Dobbs
they
is
won
doing
5,
great.
but the Broncos are apparently also doing very well. They've
That's
won some
true.
big games lately.
Let's take down Sean Payton, though. Oh, I don't like Sean. Not a big Sean fan.
And Mr. Dangerwich, Russell Wilson, Subway's spokesperson.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Danger. Forgot about that.
Well, hey, Harry and CJ were back making their picks this week, too. And the two of them went with the hometown teams. We got Harry first, choosing between the Vikings and the Chargers, and he again went left or his right. I don't know how I'm going to break that habit.
I forgot to tell you too, Briggs.
Yeah, what?
It was Vikings, Broncos, Packers, Chargers. So I'm very thankful that the two dogs picked the teams that were
That
not
makes
playing in the
sense.
same game. So
Mom's an idiot.
no.
Come on, Briggs.
I've had a tough day at work today making some silly errors.
So when I watched the video, I was like, I forgot to remind you. But I watched the video, I was like, okay, they picked teams in different games at least, so that worked out. It all worked out. So we're all
I thought
good.
I did so good writing like the other teams on the opposite side of the card. I was like, I'll just flip them. Joke's on me, as usual.
It all worked out.
Can you talk about what you did without naming names about the emails today?
No,
Just-
I can, yeah.
Okay.
We're holding a wedding shower for 2 of our coworkers who are getting married, and I sent an email to the whole staff, but eliminating the person whose wedding shower is for, saying we're going to get him a gift, you know? And then I realized that I inadvertently sent the email to that individual as well. So he knows, he's well aware of the gift he's going to be receiving, but...
It's gonna have to go. What's the Will Smith movie?
The Click. Is it Click?
No, that's Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
It's the spy movie.
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Men in Black. Yeah, Spy Kids 3D.
We have to flash the thing and they forget about Spy Kids 3. We've talked so much about Spy Kids 3 recently. Released in what, 2003?
Yeah, Seth got it right last night.
As we learned. Hey, before we go, we got to talk about a superstition for the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback we learned this week. Apparently, Patrick Mahomes has been wearing the same underwear for every game in his career. So his wife actually got him that underwear before his first season. He's been wearing it ever since. So
Hopefully he cleans it.
hopefully he cleans it after every loss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll be right back. Man, back to those Mahomes and his underwear. I don't know. Ryan was pointing out during the break, he's won a lot of games, so that underwear has gone uncleaned for quite some time.
Yeah. If they're white underwear, they might be stained a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I think they said they were red.
Oh, were they red?
I think they are red.
Okay.
They're
We're
red,
good.
Hunter. Yeah, he's
an
won,
image
he's won
I
a
don't
lot
want
of
in my
games,
head.
but apparently, you can win. I believe he's won 2 Super Bowls doing that. So
Interesting. Huh.
If it works, I guess.
If it works.
Does it work with Rachel Hagbar?
Rachel Hagbar.
She doesn't need to, I guess, investigate, because clearly it does work. He's won a lot.
We don't need to judge either.
Well, if you're still watching next week, I head over to Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch, or should I say Chef Meteorologist Adam Lorch's house. Look at that, right? To learn how to make the best turkey possible, I learned how to brine, prep, cook that bad rat, and we get to try out the final result. It's going to be really good.
To be clear, it was a turkey, not a rat.
Oh, yeah. He didn't cook a rat.
Yes.
Then after that, Ryan has a blindfold for me and Hunter, taking us by the lake for an unusual activity that we certainly weren't expecting, but it was very fun.
Super fun. And just so you all know, too, for Thanksgiving, we do not have a show, but we will have a special show coming up on that following Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. We'll have a great day. We'll see you back here on Monday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.